Hey guys, it's Tasha. I'm here today because I wanted to do a video on how I make my soup. And did anybody ask? Nope. And that's some heat damage, so don't worry about that. But I just wanted to do it because I actually like my soup. So let me see. That's my pot that you hear. It has some oil heating up in it. I bought this chuck tender roast, CAB, I don't know what that means, chuck tender roast. So I'm going to use that for the beef part, my meat. I got 4 cans of vegetable beef soup. What else I got? I got, ooh, let me turn this way down. It's already down. Let me turn that way down. I got some, what is this? Tomatoes. I got some cans, but at least this 1 can of garlic crushed, tomatoes, whole peel tomatoes with garlic and crushed red peppers. And where my vegetables at? My other veggies, it should be here. And I hope this pot is gonna be big enough. I got my California blend with broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. And I also got some corn on the cob. This is what's going into my vegetable soup. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is find me a plate so I can chop up my meat. I got a plate here. So let me wash my meat and I'll be right back. Okay, here's my meat, and I just chunked it, little small chunks, so that you could get a spoonful of soup and some meat and vegetables in, like in every spoon, hopefully. But yeah, that's my roast that I have chunked. Let me rinse my hands here. And my pot over there is already hot. Let me see if I can get a little salt, just a little bit of salt and pepper on the meat. Nothing serious. Maybe even a little bit of flour to keep it from sticking. Let me see. Where is my? Here we go. I'm going to be using some pink Himalayan salt. Not a lot, like I said, just a little bit. But I don't need that much salt. And besides, we got salt and everything else. I'm sure there's hella salt in that vegetable beef soup and salt in the tomatoes. And I may have some more tomatoes around here too. That little bit of salt right there. Where's my pepper? Here's my pepper. Like I said, not a lot because we got seasonings everywhere else. And just a little bit of flour. Like I said, just to keep it from sticking. Nothing serious. There we go. Oops, I wasn't trying to get away. So that's all I really needed, just like that. Some flour here, some there. There we go. So let me get this over to the pot and I'll be right back. Okay, I've turned it up a little bit. Let's see. Okay, it's a little sizzle. Like I said, I don't need much. I just want it to brown a little bit. And it's just going to be haphazardly browned. Hell, it might not even all brown. I might need to do it in batches. I think I will, just to make sure I get them all done. I think this is about half. And let's get that browned. So this is all I'm going to do to it. I'm going to stir it around like this until I get it brown. And then when I get it all browned, I'll be back. This is about how I want it. It's not, have mercy. Yeah, my spoon just broke. Yeah. Let me see if I can get it back in here. The handle came off. I gotta go get the other one. I just bought a couple of new ones. But it almost looked like it could be beef stew. So it's not all the way cooked, not by a long shot. It's just a little brown. Some pieces are browner than the others. And this is about how I like it, or how I want it right now, because of course, you know, it's going to finish cooking once we get it all put together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add this can of tomatoes. And I got another couple of cans. I got these I got from Walmart, and these are diced roasted tomatoes, and these are the petite ones. There we go, in garlic and extra virgin olive oil. So let me get those in the pot, and I'll be right back. Here are the smaller cans of tomatoes I'm adding in. You must really like tomatoes. I actually do, even though they make me sick. And here's my 2 cans of vegetable beef soup from Campbell's. I don't know if all my stuff is gonna fit in here, y'all, because this pot is just about full already. Okay. There we go. You know what? Let me go get me a good spoon. Okay, I went and got my new spoon. There we go. And what I am going to do is grab a couple of cans of water, just to help loosen it up some. There we go. A couple cans of water. And these are the cans the little small cans like this. There we go. And what I'm going to do is let the meat cook for real, because it really should be relatively tender. I'm going to let the meat cook. And last thing I'll add are vegetables, because I don't want them to overcook. So once I let this cook for a minute or two, well, I ain't going to say a minute or two, but when the meat gets tender, then I'll come back and drop in all of the vegetables. At least as many of them as I can get in there. Alright guys, one thing I forgot. I don't have any bell pepper, but I do have onions. So I'm putting a fistful, 2 handfuls, I guess. It was a small onion. To me, well, let's just say it was a medium-sized onion. No. And I'm put that in there. And I tasted it, and it's a bit bitter and bland to me. So I'm going to add a little bit more salt to it. Where is my salt? Just gonna add a little bit more, and as soon as I find my sugar, I'm gonna add a little sugar just to take away the bitterness. Not for it to be sweet, just to take that bitterness away. Okay. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so I'm going to let this go ahead on and cook down, and I'll be back. Okay, it's been simmering for maybe 30 minutes. And I actually added a little bit of tomato ketchup just to take away that bitterness. And now I'm going to add some of the veggies. Let me see if I can get this open without fighting with it. It don't look like it. So give me just a second. Get these. Okay, and I'm just gonna take some handfuls of the California blend and drop it in there. And yeah, please excuse the kids. Yeah, just excuse them, please. All that extra noise for no reason. I may be able to get them all in there. It's going to be a pretty soup, that's for sure. I think I can get about half of them in there. But I still need to leave room for the corn on the cob. Hold on. Okay, got this in there, and it's looking tasty. I need a bigger pot, but we're going to make it work with what we got. Oh, that looks good. My son's like, it looks like a stew, but it's not stew. It's a soup. And we're going to put these corns on the cobs up in here. I think it's 6 kids, but I don't think they're going to eat any. But just in case they do, 6. How many in this 12 is in here? So I'm gonna put the rest of them in here. Oh, it ain't gonna be the rest, but I'm gonna get them in here. So it'll. Oh my God, that looks so good. Yeah, that just looks good. Oh my goodness. We'll get a few more ears of corn in here, and I'm not gonna let these freeze. I'm not gonna put them back in the freezer. I'm gonna leave them in the refrigerator because tomorrow, because I'm sure there's going to be some soup left, but probably the ears of corn will be gone. I can use the rest of the vegetables and the last 4 ears of corn. Is it 4 yet? The last 4 ears of corn in the soup again. Yeah, that just looks divine. Look at there. Oh my gosh. Let me move this corn out the way. Look at these vegetables. Oh my goodness. And the meat. Oh Lord, it's so close. I'm sorry. Let me move this. Maybe I can dig down in here. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. So we're going to let this cook. We'll actually be on a low simmer for maybe 20 minutes. It's really to let the corn be heated all the way through, because the vegetables, don't take that long. And then once that's done, I'll come back and we'll serve us up a bowl. Guys, I think our soup is ready. I turned it off. It doesn't need to really cook anymore. The vegetables just really need to heat through, and the corn, because we don't want the vegetables to get real soggy, and we don't want the corn to get tough. But this is our soup, and I'm finna plate it for you. Well, let's get some in a bowl. This is my favorite soup bowl, my only soup bowl. So I'm just gonna grab me, and this got water in it because I just washed it. Put a corn right there. And let me just dig down here for other vegetables and some of the meat. I don't want to get a lot of meat, just some. See if I can get some corn. I mean, not corn, I got corn. I mean carrots, a few carrots, just to add some color to the dish, some additional colors. Sorry about that. There we go. Get a couple of cauliflowers and put them right there. I think that looks divine. D-Damn-Licious. Put a little bit more right there. Okay. And the only thing missing is the cornbread, which I'm too lazy to fix right now. But here you have it. Let me move the camera back a little bit. There we go. Here you have it. This is Tasha's homemade vegetable beef soup. Guys, I'm in my room right now, and I did not taste the soup with you guys. So let's go ahead on and do that. Just gonna get some of the broth with some of the tomatoes right now. Okay, I like that. I thought that I would have wanted to add some more salt, but for me, the salt content in this right now is fine. Here's the broccoli. Okay, the broccoli is, can you hear? So it's tender, but it still has a little crunch to it. Let's try the cauliflower. Same with the cauliflower. You hear the crunch? You may not. I don't have one of those fancy mics. And here's some of the meat. This is chuck roast. Very tender. Very, very tender. Now let me grab this corn. Hold on. Hope it ain't too hot. Ooh, here we go. Bite the corn. Corn is perfect. It's not super duper hot, but it's hot enough. And it is cooked on the inside without the corn getting tough. And it's still juicy. Yep. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. All right, so that is me tasting with you. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. If you haven't, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. All your comments are truly appreciated. Come back anytime and I see you all in my next video. Happy eating and bye-bye, guys.